Welcome to Midtown, Marvel Rivals' newest convoy map. In this guide, I'll show you how to dominate as Peni Parker with the best spider nest locations, strategies for each stage and tips to stay ahead of everyone else. Midtown features brand new map mechanics with destructible and reconstructible environments, which can completely change the flow of battle. From the convoy starting point to the final push, we'll cover key health pack locations, defensive and offensive setups, and how to use Peni Parker's abilities to control every fight. Let's dive in. To start off with on defense, you want to get mines placed down here. This is a very popular route. This spot is my favourite on the map. You can be an absolute menace to the enemy team. You've got a health pack right next to you as well. Get mines placed down here because I promise they're going to come for you hard. Make sure you get spider webs put down here to extend the range of the spider nest. This is my fallback spot if for whatever reason the first spot doesn't work out. You can also easily extend the nest onto the road with good cyber webs. You've also got a health pack right here. It's a bit risky to get to though. And you've also got one above you, so you can also control the high ground from this spot pretty easily. Don't put it in this room because these walls can be broken. I see a lot of pennies using this spot. I don't think you should. It's not a great spot, and unless you get it perfect, it can get pixeled from the high ground. Plus, if you get pushed, you're stuck in a corner. This spot's much better. You're protected from any high ground angles onto the nest. You'll be grouped up with your team, so the nest can provide coverage to your supports if they're getting dove. It also gives you better coverage of the road. You've got natural cover and great angles of where they're going to push from. Get mines placed down here. This is where stage 1 gets tricky. There's not a standout location in my opinion for the nest. You can use this nest location as well, but you're not really getting value from the web coverage. And these last two are really just last ditch nest placements for if your team is on the brink of losing this stage. This is how I like to start games off if the enemy are holding a high line. You've got a health pack right next to you and there's almost no chance of getting taken out in this spot. The main goal though is to get back to that room. See, it works both on attack and defense. From this spot you can control the high ground and just shoot mines down into their back line. There's a theme you're going to notice that I love spider nests next to health packs because it locks it down for your team and denies it to the enemy. This is a great high ground spot to break this choke. You can get mines placed easily and get shots off. If they are holding a bit further back, you can get it placed on this side and you can get your mines put further into the back line. Now if this choke's becoming a standstill, what you want to do is come down here, place your nest and then use your ult to connect it to your nest. The goal is though, we want to get behind the ambulance. I would say the vast majority of the time you only want to use your ultimate when you can tie it to the spider nest. So if you didn't know, when you use your ult, all of the spider drones travel along the webs of your ultimate. This is another great spot. The enemies spawn from the left, so you may be able to get a sneaky pick from here. This spot just completely locks down these two rooms. This is their quickest way back into the fight. They spawn at the end of this room. You can completely lock off both these rooms. If you've got a nest down here, you've pretty much won stage 1 at this point. Midtown introduces recursive destruction, where red outlines show areas that can be rebuilt during the game. By shooting at it, you can restore the environment and reshape the battlefield. Here I trigger it and the environment reconstructs in real time. It's a really cool mechanic, but it's not so cool on the FPS. Health packs can get added and taken away, so I'll show you before and after. I couldn't fit the whole of this stage into one pick, so I'll just show you this part with the fly-through cam, showing you all the health pack locations. If you're finding this guide helpful so far, don't forget to hit subscribe for more Marvel Rivals tips and strategies. Let's look at stage 2, defending. This is a very high line and risky, but it's good to disrupt supports and flankers. This is a nice spot after the reconstruction, but again it is quite a high line. This part of the stage is hard to defend, but this next spot is actually one of the best ones in the game. This is another awesome room like the one in stage 1. You've got a health pack in there and you can block off this side of the map. Flankers love using these stairs, so you can completely lock them off. You're going to be an absolute menace in this spot and they're going to have to hard dive to get you out of it. Just be careful of this door behind you. If your team's struggling with divers, you can put your nest here, or if that room becomes unviable. Now for attack, you want to put your nest either here or here. You might be able to get through here before it reconstructs, in which case you want to put your nest here. And then if it reconstructs, just get your nest placed there. This is a really great spot. You can get pigs here when they're coming back from spawn, and there's a health pack in this room. I love this spot. If you need to get more involved in the fight, then I'd pick this spot. You can get great coverage on your ult. This room is also viable, but it's not as good on attack compared to defense. If you want to get aggressive, there is one more spot on this stage, and it's right behind this door here. It's not there now because the stage 3 started, but usually there's a door there. So on this stage, the convoy can't actually be stopped until it makes it to the top of this ramp, so it's just a free push. There's also 2 buildings that have the recursive destruction mechanic, just like stage 2. So this is another aggressive front line, but you've got a health pack right next to you and a backdoor escape. Same spot after the rebuild, but there's no health pack now. This is going to be your best spot, especially if there's divers. Try and get some mines placed around on this right building. And this is the same spot after the rebuild. Pretty much the same. I love this spot pre-rebuild. We've got great lines of sight, and once again we've got a health pack, and we can block the enemy team from getting access to it. This spot's got the beloved health pack in again, but there is also this spot as well. These first few on attack are pretty straightforward, so I'm just going to rush through these quickly. If there's any that you think I missed on any of the stages, please let me know in the comments, guys. This one is aggressive, yes, but we've got our best friend, the health pack. And a great high ground one for some really nice mine placements. And this last one is just the last ditch effort one. This guide is assuming that there's a main tank as well as Peni. This map is quite bunched together, so mines in the back are usually the best way to play them. And that is the guide. Thank you for watching. See you next time.